Hey, Miley. I heard you got a new boyfriend.
Huh? Who'd you hear that from?
Mom told me last night. How could you, keeping secrets from your big sister? I heard he came to the house to say hello to Mom and Dad. Why didn't you give me a heads up? I would have rushed over.
Well, because I didn't want to introduce you to him. I'm embarrassed to introduce you. You have no class. And to be honest, you're rude.
Huh? What do you mean by that, no class? Your sister? The one who graduated from an elite college? That big sister of yours? You have to be kidding me, LOL.
There, that's what I mean. That's what I hate about you.
Mom showed me a photo of this boyfriend of yours. I wouldn't call him handsome, LOL. To be honest, run-of-the-mill kind of guy. I see guys like that all the time. And his clothes, not brand-made stuff. Pretty drab, LOL.
I would prefer you say clean and polished. Brad is not like that. He hates that showy and tasteless fashion sense. It's always about brands, like some people I know.
Boy, you've always been the black sheep of the family. Mediocre at school. Face? Nothing to write home about. Couldn't you at least have found a better guy? Take a look at me and my boyfriend. You can learn a thing or two about good looking. Where else can you find such a well-educated, good-looking couple like us, LOL?
Yeah, I heard this all before.
Well, let's just forget about looks or how he dresses. Where'd your boyfriend go to school, by the way? Which university did he graduate from?
Why do I have to even tell you that? Besides, it's none of your business.
It's got everything to do with me. You know, I'm getting married in 6 months. And if you end up marrying this guy, well then we're all relatives. I don't want to be embarrassed when I introduce my relatives to people. Oh my god, don't tell me you went to the community college in town. I know you're not too bright, but you wouldn't go out with a guy from that place.
Is educational background so important? If you have to know, he went as far as high school. He decided not to go on to college.
Huh? High school? You mean to tell me he only finished high school? Not higher education? You mean like really high school?
Yep, that's right.
You're kidding me, right? Tell me you're joking. He's a high school graduate, that's it?
Yes, that's right.
Huh? No way! I thought everyone went on to college these days, even if it's a community college.
He decided not to go on to college, so what?
This is unbelievable. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but a boyfriend that's only a high school grad? This is too much, LOL. Wait, are you seriously going out with this loser? You're just dating, having a little fun, right? Do you really plan to marry a mere high school grad?
Yeah, I'm serious about him. I like him a lot. I'm planning on marrying him, and he feels the same way. That's why I came to meet Mom and Dad.
Holy crap, you're serious. Good grief. What are you going to do? I mean, please. A high school grad, really?
And I keep saying, so what? I don't care about his educational background. I fell in love with him. What can I say? He's nice and he's courteous, and he's a damn hard worker. I couldn't ask for more. I fell in love with who he is, not his education.
Oh my god, you guys are still in high school. Fitting, LOL. You sound like a teenager. Just a couple of teenagers. You guys are made for each other.
Think what you like. I can't believe you're actually my sister.
Hey, so we only finished high school. What kind of work does a high schooler do? I mean, there is no way he can work at a major corporation. The only job I can think of him doing is some blue-collar stuff. Perhaps a bit of trash collecting, LOL. You know me. I went to a really elite college, so I'm not sure what such people do, LOL.
You're really being rude. He's in the food business. But Brad does not really want me to say much about his job.
Okay, a high school grad, working in the food industry. I know. He's a dishwasher, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody knowing either. I would be totally embarrassed.
Got it all wrong.
Hey, you know, about my wedding. I said you could bring a date, but please not this kid. I don't want him anywhere near our wedding.
Huh? What do you mean?
It means I don't want some uneducated dishwasher coming to my wedding. That's all. I can't very well tell my friends that this guy's my little sister's boyfriend, or worse, her fiancé. Oh my god, no way. All my guests, as well as my fiancés, are all from top universities and they currently make considerable salaries. I even had qualms about inviting you. And you want to bring a high school grad who works a dishwasher? It's not happening.
Huh? And he's not a dishwasher.
Do you realize that we booked our wedding reception at that famous ristorante? There's a 3-year wait for that place. Do you even know what a ristorante is? It's a high-class restaurant that has a strict dress code. That's what a ristorante is. And you know what? The pâtissier, the pastry chef for a novice like you. This chef recently won a world-famous event in Paris. We're going to have him bake our wedding cake. Can you believe it? So you see, I don't want some high school grad coming to my wedding and tainting the whole affair. I hope you understand. We just can't allow ourselves to serve such low-status people, if you get my drift, lol.
You never change. I wish you would stop demeaning people like that. How could you say that, low-status people? Are you serious?
Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, you guys are the ones who would be ashamed if you attended anyway. Besides, low status probably means he doesn't even have the proper clothes to wear. I don't want him coming to the wedding in his old high school sweatshirt, lol. We'd be the laughingstock of the whole town. Low status people will be restricted from attending my wedding. If you don't drop this guy before a wedding, well, I have no choice but to uninvite you to our wedding.
You know, I really didn't want to attend anyway. I don't want to attend a wedding of someone who disintegrates my boyfriend. Anyway, it would be a total waste to buy a wedding gift for the likes of you.
Don't be so stubborn. You're such a child, lol. Okay, so you're not attending the wedding. I'll scratch you off the list then. I guess you're just going to have to sit at home with your dishwasher boyfriend twiddling your thumbs. Hey, Miley, pick up. I was just at the restaurante where we're going to hold a reception. I was with the wedding planners, and guess what? Your boyfriend was there. What was he doing there? Is he the dishwasher there, lol?
Huh? Hey, is the restaurante that you chose, is it the one where Brad works at?
Yeah, I guess it is, lol. I'm usually surrounded by very fashionable and handsome people, so with that country boy looks, he's really stood out. Spotted him right away. A high school graduate, and he can work at a high-class place like that, lol. But he's a professional dishwasher by now, lol. I wonder how much a dishwasher makes at a place like that.
Like I said, Brad is not a dishwasher.
Well, I couldn't very much ignore him, so I said hello. I said it was Brenda, Miley's older sister. I was just curious, so I had to ask. I asked him why he only finished high school. Was it because his folks were poor? Sorry, I had to ask. He was really nervous, stood there with his mouth agape. What a sight, lol.
I really can't believe you. He's working. How could you disrespect him like that? What's wrong with you?
So what if the dishwasher takes a little break? Nobody cares about some lowly kitchen staff, lol. Oh yeah, listen to this. I figured I would tell him since he was there. I told him that it was our policy not to invite people with inadequate educational backgrounds to your wedding. I went as far as to tell him that no such uneducated people enter the restaurante at least 1 month before my wedding, lol.
Have you totally lost it? You told him that?
Of course I did. I mean, a mere high school grad just seems vulgar. Not fit for respectable people like us. Nobody lets a mangy stray dog into a restaurant, right? Much less a high-class place like that. I told him he's gonna work there. He needs to disinfect himself before entering.
I really can't believe I'm hearing this. Have you become unhinged? You definitely have a few screws loose.
My screws are perfectly fine, lol. Besides, your boyfriend, when I told him not to enter the restaurante, you know what he had to say? He said, "Very well, miss. I will do as you say." Can you believe this guy? For a mere high school graduate, he certainly knows his place. He didn't talk back at all and just sulked away like a beaten dog, lol. Not the vigorous and fearless young man, that's for sure, lol.
Oh boy, you went and did it. That means there will be no wedding cake. What a shame.
Huh? Cake? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I suppose you already know where you work, so it doesn't matter anymore. Just going to have to be truthful, I guess. The Brad you so despise is the pâtissier at the restaurant.
Huh?
Yep, Brad studied at the top pâtissier academy in France, and he recently won the award at that world-famous pâtissier contest in Paris last year. That world-renowned pâtissier that you were so proud of? Well, that is none other than my boyfriend, Brad.
Now you're the one that has a few screws loose, lol. That uneducated country boy, a world-renowned pâtissier? Give me a break, lol.
It's true. His father's also a pâtissier. He currently works in Paris. That's right. Right after graduating from high school, he flew to Paris to be with his dad and to attend the pâtissier academy there. It was the same place his father graduated from. He then worked for several years at one of the top pâtissier establishments in Paris. He returned about 2 years ago and currently works at that restaurant where you plan to have your wedding, minus the cake, of course.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm afraid it's true. Well, I guess you kicked him out, so nothing to do with you anymore, right? You told him to stay away for a month, right? I don't see how he'll be able to make that cake for you. I guess you're going to have to make do with something from Costco, lol.
Hold on a second. If that's true. No, it can't be. Why didn't you tell me about him when you first mentioned him?
Well, like I said, Brad didn't want me telling everyone. Some years back, a short while after he returned from Paris, this neighbor found out he was a pâtissier and constantly asked him to make her and her friends all kinds of pastries. He just could deal with that. That's why he wanted me to keep it quiet. But even though you didn't know his background, denigrating someone like you did Brad, that's not what a respectable person does.
How could I have known? A mere high school grad, a fashionable occupation like a pâtissier? Who would think?
You always look at people according to their educational achievements. That's why you always end up in embarrassing situations.
Hold on a second. I just got a text message from the wedding planner. It seems because I restricted his entry into the restaurant, all the chefs in the kitchen are apparently furious. They said they were going on strike. They're not going to cook for my wedding. What the hell am I going to do?
The chefs are on strike? LOL. Oh, you really did it this time. Guess you're just going to have to apologize or find another venue.
I can't do that. I already told all my friends that I was holding my wedding reception at that place. I waited 3 years to reserve a spot there. I can't give it up now. No way I can find another place at this late date.
Well, your only option is to apologize. Right? If you're so set on having the reception there, I don't see any other way.
How am I going to? Oh yeah, Miley. You're his girlfriend. Talk to him and apologize on my behalf. Please, get him to come back.
Sorry, not going to happen.
Huh?
Why should I apologize? You created this mess, you clean it up. The responsible thing to do is to admit your mistake and apologize to Brad. Simple as that. And you're asking the wrong person. I'm still super pissed at you for trashing my boyfriend.
You want me to admit my mistake and apologize to this guy? Some snotty high school graduate? No way that's happening. You go and apologize to him. Do it now. I cannot stain my perfect lifestyle by stooping so low.
Well, you certainly have no remorse, I see. Wow, to think this is my older sister. How embarrassing. I will not help you out. That's it.
How could you treat your older sister this way? Just do as I say. That's an order. I'm practically begging you.
Maybe we should go back to elementary school and relearn proper etiquette at LOL. After that, my sister reluctantly went to the restaurant to apologize, but she immediately brought up her status as an elite college graduate with many rich friends or whatsoever. The usual drivel. Her attitude was so condescending that it just made things worse. What's more, during the supposed apology, she again blurted out the fact that Brad was a mere high school grad. She just couldn't keep her mouth shut. The restaurant staff were furious with her arrogance and they in turn canceled the reservation and prohibited her from ever again entering the restaurant. This incident also caused the relationship with her fiancé to go downhill. Well, that spat escalated beyond remedy and eventually they broke off the engagement. Brenda was so shocked by what had happened to her so-called perfect life, she wouldn't come out of the house anymore. Academic background does not make a person. I don't see why my sister does not realize that. I told Brad how sorry I was to have a sister like that. I was ready to break up with him, he so desired, but he had no intention of doing that, but instead smiled and forgave me. He even suggested that we have our wedding reception at the restaurante, lol. I'm sure I won't have to wait 3 years for a reservation.
My lovely scrumptious honey pumpkin, Gary. Did you get off work? Let's make today the day we finally get on the train home together.
Kayla! Hey. Sorry, but I can't. I've already got an engagement with someone.
Oh, you do? But, you do want to get on the train home with me, right? Right? 'Cause, it's our,
What?
You don't happen to be a little bit forgetful, do you, Gary? Or are you a bit slow when it comes to romance?
Huh?
Or maybe you'd be embarrassed if everyone saw you leaving the office with me. Chill out and relax a little. It's fine. Hey, that reminds me. How come you never come over and speak to me at work? We have nothing to be ashamed of. I get that you might want to keep things hush from everyone at work, but you could at least come over and say hi every now and then. My delicious pudding pie.
What are you talking about?
It's hardly unusual for two coworkers who join the company at the same time to develop romantic feelings for each other and start dating.
Dating?
Yeah. It's our 2-week anniversary as a couple today, you know? I guess it's not that uncommon for guys to forget about anniversaries, so don't worry about it, sweetie. I'm not mad at all.
No, really, what are you talking about?
I said it's cool, don't worry about it.
I don't mean it like that. You and I aren't dating.
Huh?
The heck? I have a wife and kids.
What? How cruel! Are you just using me like some cheap toy to be tossed aside?
No, don't be so ridiculous. I never asked you out, I have no romantic feelings for you, and I've never done or said anything to suggest I do. I'd already been married for a year when I joined the company.
Oh my god!
Besides, we barely even speak, and on the rare occasion we do, it's only ever about work or idle small talk. I don't know how you've managed to convince yourself we're a couple based on that. I'm fully devoted to my wife. We were childhood sweethearts who started dating back in high school. Would you please stop saying these weird things? It's making me super uncomfortable.
This can't be!
What you're doing here could cause a lot of trouble for me. Please refrain from talking to me about anything other than work from now on, okay? I'd appreciate if you stopped calling me things like scrumptious honey pumpkin and delicious pudding pie, too. You have no idea how creepy it is. My name is Gary.
Why are you doing this? Gary, my old flame, my once favorite dreamy sugar dumpling, I need to talk to you.
What is it? I've told you countless times to only talk to me about work-related things, and only when we're at the office. Why are you messaging me again? Would you please just cut it out already? Plus, I told you to stop it with the creepy nicknames. Just Gary is fine. Gary.
I don't think you'll be puffing your chest out like this for long. Wanna know why? Teehee. You see, because you're so stubborn and wouldn't be honest about your feelings, I had no choice but to go and find another boyfriend.
Cool.
By the way, we're really close already. What would you say if I said I thought he might be the one?
That's great. I hope you're happy together.
What? No, wait! You were supposed to start panicking!
Why?
Isn't it normal to be worried when another guy takes the girl you like? Aren't you gonna fight to win me back?
Nah.
What? Why?
I never had any romantic feelings for you in the first place. Are we done? Great. I'm going home. Bye.
Gary, this is bad. Real bad.
Sarah, what's wrong?
You're on errands out of the office now, right?
That's right. I'll be finishing up and heading back soon, though.
No, please, you can't. The manager told me to tell you not to come back to the office.
Why not?
Kayla's really gone and done it.
Kayla? What do you mean?
She got caught having a steamy romp with Steve, the manager from sales and marketing, in the stationery cupboard.
What? Isn't Steve married?
And this isn't even the worst of it. His wife must have found out about what was going on somehow, because she just stormed in the office yelling, "Where the hell is that trashy harlot Kayla Briggs?" The managing director currently is trying to calm her down with tea and biscuits in the waiting room on the 3rd floor.
So what about Steve and Kayla?
Steve immediately admitted wrongdoing, got on his hands and knees, and begged his wife for forgiveness in the hallway in front of half the company. The managing director ordered him to wait on the 4th floor meeting room, so that's where he is now. As for Kayla, she's currently barricading herself in the 2nd floor inventory management room. Judging from the sounds coming out of there, she's smashing things up in some kind of frenzied rampage. She even smashed one of our new products that was just about to be sent out for delivery, so I'd be surprised if she still had a job after this.
What a spectacular mess!
There is one more thing, Steve. She was yelling your name the whole time.
What?
I'm pretty sure everyone's got a good idea of what the situation is, so I don't think you need to worry. We all noticed a while back how she kept following you around and waiting for you after work to make advances at you.
You reported her to the managing director several times too, right?
Yeah.
So, all things considered, since we couldn't discount the possibility the situation would deteriorate even further if you came back, he decided it would be best you didn't, at least while she's still around.
I see.
This whole thing must be causing you all kinds of trouble. I'm really sorry, Gary.
Sorry, I don't really know how to respond to all of this. But in any case, thanks for passing on the message. I appreciate it.
I'll be in touch as soon as there's any kind of development.
Got it. I'm really sorry for inconveniencing you guys.
Gary, you're horrid! Why didn't you come and save me? Where was my knight in shining armor?
Huh?
Your girlfriend just got fired! I'm being charged $15,000 because I broke some stuff, and they said if I don't pay, they'll take me to court. And if you think that's bad, the marketing and sales manager's wife's demanding $25,000 in compensation from me. Why the hell didn't you come and help me? I needed you more than ever.
Because none of it's got anything to do with me.
What?
Use your brain, Kayla! None of this would have happened in the first place if not for your sordid tryst with Steve from sales in the stationery cupboard. He's a married man. No matter which way you look at it, treating me like I'm your boyfriend like some kind of stalker, getting yourself into a career-threatening situation, then demanding I come and get you out of it is not acceptable behavior!
How can you be so blind, Gary? The only reason I did this was to force you to be honest about your feelings. The reason I made love to a married man in the stationery cupboard is because I love you.
That's quite possibly the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard.
The fact you have a wife and kids is irrelevant. We don't choose the wanderings of our hearts. The world of love is a world of mystery. But you're so stubborn. I had to resort to extreme measures to force you to admit how you felt. And be honest about the fact that you're head over heels in love with me. That's why I had to find a new boyfriend.
What the hell? That's why you had an affair with the married sales manager?
That's right. Things might have not worked out exactly as I planned, and maybe I did lose my job over it. But surely at least now you realize how much you love me. Surely now you realize how important I am to you. Tell me you do, my sweet trickle muffin. Hurry up and admit you're crazy about me. Divorce your wife and let's be together forever. I'm unemployed now, so I'm ready to be your stay-at-home housewife. It's actually perfect timing when you think about it. I'll be the wife of your dreams. Let's build a household full of love and warmth together, my chocolate love bunny.
More like the wife of my nightmares. I feel like I'm in a horror movie. You're actually insane.
Huh?
I can't believe things got this out of hand as a result of your misunderstood delusions.
Misunderstand delusions? No, you're wrong.
It baffles me how you can say that with such confidence. There genuinely isn't a shred of self-doubt in you, is there? How many times have I told you now that I don't have romantic feelings for you? I've literally lost count.
Come on, Gary. I saw the way you looked at me. The very first work drinking party we all went to after me and you joined the company, the moment our eyes met across the table. I remember it all like it was yesterday. The fateful moment.
What?
The fateful, precious moment our eyes met. The overwhelming force of your amorous gaze. You pierced my heart with your love spear. I won't let you say you've forgotten. I won't.
What the hell? Ugh! Listen to me, lady. That drinking party you're talking about, I wasn't even there! My wife and son fell ill with something that day, so I ducked out of work early, which means I ended up having to pull out.
You're lying!
You either dreamed it, or this is a severe case of mistaken identity.
No, you're lying! That can't be true!
Why don't you try asking Steve, your new boyfriend? He should still have the chat logs from when I messaged him, saying I couldn't go because I had to take my wife and son to the docks.
I won't believe it! I won't!
Never contact me again!
Wait!
I'm blocking you! Kayla found her new boyfriend in the form of a married man for the most absurd reason imaginable. Apparently her objective was to make me feel jealous. But given I had no feelings for her in the first place, it was a fruitless endeavor, and she did nothing but cause hurt, upset, and inconvenience to many innocent people. On top of that, Steve from sales also got fired when the extent of the damage to the business his lover had caused with her spectacle became apparent. I heard that after he divorced his wife, he continued to be obsessed with Kayla. Eventually, they got married on the condition that he'd cover all of the compensation she owed, and he even convinced his parents to let them both move in with them in the family home. Rumor has it that Steve's parents are known in the neighborhood for being a little peculiar and idiosyncratic. To quote a coworker who lives nearby, "That girl's gonna have her work cut out living with that family. It's not a fate I'd wish on my worst enemy." A chill runs down my spine every time I think about the unfortunate future that awaits her. If only she didn't go making the mother of all misunderstandings.
Christian! Hey, Christian!
Who is this?
It's me, Penny.
Huh? Penny?
Long time no see. I got your number from the group chat for the school reunion.
Oh, I see.
Are you on your way now?
Yeah, I'm on the train. Anyway, the reunion's gonna be starting in a few hours. Did you really need to go out of your way to message me beforehand?
Yes, what's the problem, baby? By messaging now, we can make all the necessary arrangements for a grand performance in advance.
Grand performance? Wait, did you just call me baby?
I've been thinking a lot about our surprise for everyone at the school reunion. I thought it would be better to get everything straight before we actually meet.
Surprise? If you were intending on surprising everyone, telling me beforehand doesn't really make much sense.
I forgot how slow you can be sometimes. Me and you are gonna surprise everyone together.
We are? Why?
You seriously need me to explain that?
Yes, I really need you to explain. Why would you and I surprise everyone at the school reunion? None of what you're saying makes any sense. We might have been in the same class at school, but I can count the amount of times we spoke on one hand, and we didn't even hang out in the same groups.
Oh, I give up. You just don't get it, do you? The fact we didn't really speak back then is exactly why everyone's gonna be so surprised.
I still don't have the foggiest idea what you mean. Anyway, what's the surprise?
What's the surprise? Cut it out, Christian. I'm starting to think you're teasing me now. There's no way you're this dull. The surprise is our engagement announcement.
Say what now?
The only problem is, you still didn't give me an engagement ring, did you? You really should have planned this out better, you dummy. A ring would give our announcement more authenticity. That's why I think it's best we meet up before the reunion and go ring shopping together. We might not have the time to check out all the shops and find the ultimate ring of my dreams. But as long as you choose me one that costs at least $10,000, I'm not that fussed about the design. Oh yeah, and I'd be really happy if you proposed at the same time. The words the husband ends up choosing for the proposal are probably in the top 3 things married women get asked about later on. To make sure you choose something that sounds cool.
Whoa, slow down a minute, Penny. I'm not following anymore. No, wait. I was never following. Why do you think you and I are getting engaged all of a sudden? Is this some kind of late April Fool's Day joke?
Huh?
We haven't seen each other a single time since we graduated high school. And barely even spoken to each other, let alone dated before that.
You're right. We haven't been a couple until now.
Huh? You're actually aware? God, my head hurts! How can you be aware that we've never been together and yet still be talking such nonsense?
Nonsense? You're the one talking nonsense, baby. You worked so hard since we left high school, so you might one day be able to make me yours. I really admire that, you know?
Huh?
I know everything, babe. You're the CEO of a major company now, right?
Well, yeah, I am, but...
Exactly. So surely you must remember how that time we spoke back in high school, I said if I'm gonna marry anyone, he better damn sure be a CEO.
I don't know anything about that.
You don't need to get all shy with me, you know. I know the reason you worked so hard and became the CEO of a major company. It's because you etched my words into your heart and swore to one day fulfill them and become the man I needed you to be. It must have been really difficult for you not having a chance to propose to me since we haven't seen each other in so long. That's why I'm so stoked about this school reunion. It's a perfect opportunity. I'm really glad our old teachers decided to host it for us.
No. That is so wrong. You're making a misunderstanding of such epic proportions here that I'm actually lost for words. How is this possible?
Stop it, Christian. I just told you don't have to be shy with me. You're surprisingly naive for a man of your position. It's funny, I never looked at you romantically at all back then. You were always just that shy, gloomy kid with that nerdy, thick-rimmed glasses. Honestly, probably the last guy I'd have gone for. I can only imagine how hard you had to work to become the man you are today, so you'd be in with a shot at my hand in marriage. All I can say is, wow, babe, wow!
I told you! That's not why I'm a CEO! My career had nothing to do with you! Plus, I'm married.
You're what now? Oh, I get it. You're so silly. Is this your way of proposing? You always were a little idiosyncratic.
Huh?
You don't propose to a girl by text message, you doofus. You have to do it properly, in person, like a man. Down on one knee, bouquet of roses and $10,000 wedding ring in hand. Will you marry me? That's how it's done. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Since everyone will be together, why not use the school reunions as your opportunity to pop the question? It'll be spectacular, like something out of a movie.
Like I told you, I'm already married. That means I have a wife.
Yeah, I get it. You're shy and trying to hide your embarrassment. I actually find it cute, sweetie. I'll be arriving at the reception hall really soon. Make sure you buy my bouquet of roses and $10,000 engagement ring before you get there, okay, baby?
You've got this all wrong, and I will not be complying with your demands!
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. My ring finger's a size 8.
I don't care!
Okay, sweetie. See you at the reception hall soon.
Listen to me!
What the hell, Christian? You have a wife called Bridget?
Why are you messaging me when we're in the same reception hall?
There's no way I can speak to you directly after you embarrass me so badly. I want to crawl into a hole and disappear. Do you enjoy embarrassing me? Do you have any idea how it feels to have your heart broken like this?
This is a very unique variety of embarrassment that I give you every opportunity to avoid.
What?
You made the most absurd understanding of all time, and now you're self-destructing all on your own.
Misunderstanding? What did I misunderstand?
If you need me to explain that, you might actually be beyond help. To tell you the truth, I never intended to announce my engagement to Bridget in such bold fashion in front of everyone like that. If anything, we're pretty private people. Our original plan was to keep it between our close friends and family. But you had to go off and arrive at the reception hall early and give everyone false hope that something big was about to go down by telling the organizers that a huge surprise was going to be announced. You gave me no choice but to announce my engagement to Bridget in front of everyone so people wouldn't be confused. Anyway, how the heck did you get from I worked hard to become CEO to I worked hard to become CEO exclusively so I could marry you? I don't understand your thought process. I've examined it from every possible angle I can think of, and it still doesn't make sense.
No matter what you say about the marriage, I know you have feelings for me. Surely you at least won't deny that.
Huh?
I was the most beautiful, the most popular girl in school. There's no way you didn't have feelings for me. Admit it, Christian.
Once again, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Speaking frankly, I was way out of your league. The tallest, most beautiful, most vibrant rose in the entire orchid. Every guy on campus wanted to pluck me. And you go off with some miserable, pathetic weed named Bridget, growing alone in the corner, all shrill and weedy and stuff? It makes so little sense, it's criminal.
Which part is criminal? We love each other.
I just told you. Don't make me repeat myself. It's me you should have feelings for. Listen, baby, we can still make it if we hurry. Douse her and weed kill her by filing for a divorce and marry me instead.
Tell me, Penny, what's your problem with weeds?
Huh? What, LOL? Weeds are ugly. Who likes weeds? Raised by a single mom, broke ugly, I can't think of one good thing she has going for her. She's the very definition of a weed. I bet you find her picture if you looked up weed in the dictionary.
What does that make you then? A stinking corpse, Lily?
What?
Does the foul stench of death accompany you wherever you go?
What does that mean?
Forgive me. Calling you a stinking corpse, Lily, is probably a little rude.
Hey, are you insulting me?
I never say stuff like this usually, but I just couldn't help myself. I couldn't just sit back and watch you talk about the woman I love like that.
I'm the woman you love. Me. I just told you you'll be breaking up with her, did I not? I'm a more suitable candidate for the CEO's wife. Me.
The CEO's wife, huh? It appears part of your misunderstanding stems from a severe lack of information, so allow me to make a few corrections.
Huh?
Firstly, raised by a single mother? Wrong. Second, broke? Wrong. Neither of those apply to Bridget.
Wait, what?
Want to know how I became CEO? I inherited Bridget's dad's company.
What?
Bridget was the president's daughter.
But I heard she was raised by a single mom.
Single dads are a thing too, you know. And just because someone's raised by a single parent doesn't mean you can make assumptions about their financial situations. Looking down on people based on baseless prejudices like that is only going to come back to bite you. I think you should be more careful with the judgments you make about people from now on. I mean, take today for example. You're super embarrassed and probably feel like a complete moron. Why? Because you viewed the world through a misunderstood prejudice-based lens. Anyway, that's enough of you.
Huh?
I want to go talk to my old classmates. I've already wasted enough time on my phone with this ridiculous back and forth. See ya!
Wait! No, Christian, don't leave me!
And that was the story of my encounter with a woman so disturbingly misunderstood that it bordered on the terrifying. All I can say is, wow, wasn't it just surreal? I barely interacted with Penny at all back in high school, but even then, I knew she had a reputation as an arrogant narcissist who looked down on everyone because of her good looks, and people tended to keep her at a distance. It seemed like she was under the impression that people felt uncomfortable being around her at the reunion because she was so out of everyone's league. But immediately after we stopped messaging, she soon hightailed it out of the reception hall. I blocked her straight away, so I can't say what happened next. But according to one of the event organizers, who contacted her afterwards to chase her up on her unpaid ticket fee, she'd given up on her search for a husband, an endeavor she'd been firmly committed to before, and is now living a life as a lonely, isolated NEET at home. Something tells me something inside her broke when she was hit by the reality of the outrageous misunderstanding she made.
Hey, Melvin! It seems like your salary from this month still didn't get paid into your bank account? Yesterday should have been payday, right? Am I getting mixed up here? What's going on?
Mallory, No. Well, you see, what actually happened is my company did a restructure and they're laying off tons of employees.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's not April Fool's Day today, you know.
I'm dead serious. They sprung it on me out of nowhere this morning. Apparently, 3 separate branch offices are being closed down due to steady deterioration in performance over the recent years. The branch I work at was among the terminated.
What the hell? Are they not even gonna transfer you or get you a placement somewhere else?
They did mention something about a placement at a different company, but I looked them up, and it turns out they're notorious for shady business practices and subjecting their employees to rigorous, borderline illegal overtime schedules.
How can you know that before you join them?
You're right, but here's the thing. 2 of my friends have worked there in the past. Both of them ended up quitting after either becoming severely ill or depressed due to the awful conditions. As far as they both tell me, the company's done nothing to improve conditions for workers, and still runs under the same old corrupt executives, under the same old system. So, yeah, I can't exactly say I'm feeling super enthusiastic about that place right now.
How can you be so nonchalant about this? You just lost your job. You should be willing to do whatever it takes to find a new one ASAP.
Don't be so unreasonable, Mallory. Charging into a cesspit of corruption like that, despite knowing exactly what it's like, would be beyond reckless. I have to think things through carefully here. This is our future we're talking about.
That's exactly my point. How do you plan on keeping a roof over our heads?
Of course, I'm gonna look for something else. I plan on doing the rounds on all the job hunting sites starting tonight to get a feel for what's out there and apply for anything that looks promising.
I want a divorce.
Excuse me?
I married you because I thought you were a high earner and showed promise of making it big time. That was the biggest miscalculation of my life.
Huh? Why are you talking to me like this all of a sudden?
I just withdrew all the money from our shared savings bank account. You can think of it as my alimony payment. Look on the bright side. We don't have to waste time fighting through our lawyers now.
What? You just took it without telling me?
I'll have all my stuff together and be gone by the end of the day.
Mallory, just wait a sec!
Toodles! Melvin, what's going on? Is it true you two got a divorce?
Oh, hey sis. Yeah, it's true. Wow. So, this really is true? I can't believe it.
To think you actually begged a girl that beautiful and now she's running away? Did you do something to scare her off?
I got laid off in a restructure.
Huh?
The branch I worked at became a target of restructure because the company's going through some financial difficulties.
What?
They did give me a placement at another company, but they're notoriously shady and subject their employees to awful conditions. I have my own future and mental health to think about, so there's no way I can seriously consider joining a company like that. When I told Mallory that, however, she divorced me on the spot.
Wait, she did what now? Are you sure you explained the situation properly?
Of course, but she wouldn't even hear me out.
What? Something feels so off about this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. When I calmed down and actually thought about what she said, especially the comments she made when she divorced me, I soon understood that she married me under the assumption that she would be free to use me as her personal ATM in perpetuity. She took $4,000 in our shared savings account without even asking me, like it was her birthright. Although, when I think about her wasteful spending habits, it actually doesn't seem that bad, considered as more of a kind of breaking off relations fee. I'd probably suffer more in the long run if we stayed together. Luckily, the account with the money I saved up over the years when I was single remains untouched. Looks like the woman I loved was a scheming gold digger all along. I got tossed aside like a piece of garbage the second the money ran out. Life can be cruel, huh? If I'm honest, I want absolutely nothing to do with her ever again.
I see. Well, if that's how you feel, I won't say anything else on the matter. But in any case, first things first, finding a new job. Got any ideas in mind?
I've been browsing Apple jobs for the time being.
Anything in the pipeline yet?
Unfortunately not.
Well, in that case, I have a suggestion of my own.
You do?
My husband's company are looking to hire some freelancers right now.
Freelancers?
When he gave me a quick rundown of what the job would entail, I immediately thought of you. It seems like it would be a great match for your skills and experience.
No kidding? Sweet!
They do usually hire through the usual official channels, such as job sites and agencies. But you were a top performer at your last company, and I can vouch for you being as hardworking as they come. So when I explained the situation to my husband, he said as long as it's okay with you, he'd like to have you complete a practical test.
Count me in! I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Thanks a bunch, Kira. It's kind of a coincidence you should mention this, because I was actually considering going freelance as one of my options.
It's fate. Hopefully this turns into just the opportunity you need.
Here's hoping. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, so here's a message from my husband. I'll have one of my HR guys give you a call soon. Sit tight.
Got it. Thanks a bunch, guys.
Hey, Melvin, long time no see. Melvin, are you there?
Who's this?
Don't pretend you forgot me. That's just not possible. It's your wife.
Weird. This isn't my wife's phone number.
Oh, come on, Melv. Now I know you're just playing dumb. It's Mallory. It's been over 3 years. Can you believe it?
What do you want? Did you not have me blocked before?
Well, maybe I might have, but you know, I have no reason to do that anymore. Things have changed. So, what do you say? Shall we get back together?
What? Where the heck did that come from?
Surely me and you don't need to waste time with boring run-ups and introductions.
It's less that we need to, and more that I have no interest of getting back with you to begin with.
Oh, stop being so coy, you sly fox. Trying to hide it won't get you anywhere.
What are you talking about?
You make $75K a year now, right?
Huh? How do you know how much I earn?
Well, you know how one of your old classmates is one of my friends? He told me you and him were discussing your salaries at the bar at a school reunion 2 months ago. A conversation which was overheard by the formerly hottest girl in school as she ordered drinks, who then decided she had the hots for you and went in to make her move. In response to which you defiantly declared, "My heart already belongs to another woman. I have no interest in you."
Ah, that explains it then. I did wonder how you knew. It's true, I did say that, which is exactly why I won't.
Okay, great. I'm ready. Let's get back together.
Huh?
I think it would be so amazing if we could tie the knot all over again. I want another wedding. Let's remarry, but abroad this time.
No, wait! What the hell? How did you get from what we were just talking about to this? Surely you got the message.
You're so cute when you get all shy, Melvy.
What makes you think I'm being shy?
Do you really want me to spell it out for you?
I don't understand it all. So, yes, please do.
You really, really want to hear me say it, don't you? Okay, I guess I have no choice. I know that the person you said your heart belongs to at the school reunion is me.
What?
I know, you silly Billy. It couldn't be more obvious.
What on earth makes you think like that?
It's only been 3 years. You were head over heels in love with me. That's not exactly something that disappears in such a short space of time. It's okay, Melvin. You can be honest with yourself and with me. Say what's on your mind. What's in your heart?
I see. Is it fair to assume that not much has changed for you during these 3 years then?
Well, now that I think about it, I guess not. People don't change overnight. These things take a long time, you know?
You see, actually, all sorts of things have changed for me over the last 3 years.
Oh, is that so? How do you mean? Would you mind giving me some examples?
Firstly, I don't work for a company anymore. I'm a freelancer.
Ah, so that's how you make $75K a year then.
When I got fired, I started thinking a lot about investing in my future and what I needed to do if I wanted to work in the optimal environment for me and lead a happy life on my own terms. I took the plunge and bought myself a house.
Wow, that's great. I can live there with you then.
No, you really can't.
Huh?
Anyway, that's not even the biggest change. The biggest change in my life over the last 3 years is that I got married.
What? Wait, that doesn't make any sense, Melvin. Me and you still didn't fill out the marriage registration forms the second time around.
You still don't get it, do you? I got married to a girl from a company that helped me out big time when I was first trying to get established as a freelancer. We got married just 2 weeks ago, in fact.
What? You're having an affair? How could you do this to me?
An affair?
Yes, that's illegal. Hurry up and divorce her and marry me instead.
Ugh! Just the thought alone is giving me the creeps.
Why?
We are never getting back together, Mallory.
Even though you still love me, don't deny it.
I'm just repeating myself now, and I get the feeling I'm probably wasting my energy here. But that's where you're wrong. In fact, that's the root of your misunderstanding. If you just accept I have no interest in you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I wonder if you'll accept it soon. Let's just see how far you're capable of deluding yourself. I'm genuinely curious.
Huh?
Do you think a guy you treated like a walking wallet, like your personal ATM, for years and years, is suddenly gonna come crawling back into your arms the moment you snap your fingers just because you realized he has some money now?
Wow, Melvin. Oh my god, I can't even. Are you saying you don't love me?
How do I put this? Rather than not loving you, it's more that I hate you.
Oh my god.
You're a black stain on the past that I'd rather forget about.
No.
Your very existence fills me with disgust.
How could you say such things? Stop it! I was sure we were gonna get remarried. I got super excited and took out a loan so I could splash out on a bunch of brand bags and clothes. I was sure you'd pay it off for me as soon as we got back together.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's true. You really haven't changed at all.
What's that supposed to mean?
I want to build a life and a family with someone who loves me for who I am. Not for how much happens to be in my wallet at any given time. I consider myself lucky that my current wife fits that description and sees the world in the same way that I do.
I don't understand.
Whether you understand or not makes no difference to me. Never contact me again.
Wait, Melvin! Can't you at least give me $20,000? Come on, for old time's sake? How am I gonna pay off this debt otherwise? Please? I'll be homeless at this rate.
I found out what happened to Mallory next through her parents, my old in-laws. Apparently, she had been going around spreading the word of me and her getting back together. To them, my own parents, relatives from both families, and even our friends. The first words uttered by my ex-mother-in-law over the phone, after not speaking for several years, were, "You lying, cheating, two-timing rat." She had no interest in listening to what I had to say, instead opting to one-sidedly barrage me with an unending tirade of abuse. Having had a feeling things might go down this way, I prepared a record of mine and Mallory's chat logs beforehand. Her mom fell mysteriously silent the moment I sent them all. Her misunderstanding was cleared up in an instant, and with that, the barrage of abuse turned into one of seemingly unending embarrassed apologies. She told me that the plan for Mallory from here on out was to have her work at the family restaurant until she made enough to pay off her debts. Funny enough, I could hear someone crying hysterically in the background as she was explaining this to me over the phone. I wonder who that could have been. LOL. Just to be on the safe side, I had her mom make Mallory write me an official written pledge promising never to come near me or contact me ever again. I'm praying with that, I'll have a little more peace in life now.
Hey, Erica. Thanks for the other day. Oh, hey, Marge. Yeah, it was good to see you. I was so surprised to see you. Stepped out of my house and there you were. I guess the last time I saw you was when we were at college together. What, 8 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah. Has it been that long? Boy, time flies. Hey, is that your parents' house? Yep, that's right. Wow, that's some house. How many rooms are there? Yeah, thanks. 5 rooms. My folks built it years ago. I just live there. So, Marge, what are you doing these days? Me? Let's see. Just hanging around, looking for a good guy to marry, I guess. Looking for a guy to marry. Okay. I'm not getting any younger. Thought I'd better settle down pretty soon. I see. Well, I wish you luck. Hope you meet the guy of your dreams. How about you, Erica? What have you been up to? Me? Nothing special. Just leading a normal and boring life, that's all. Huh? No way. You? A boring life? Yep, just working at an office, 9 to 5, normal stuff. Yeah, I can understand why you'd want to hide it. Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, I get it. If you don't want to talk about it, it's your prerogative. That's all I was contacting you about. Okay, see ya. Huh? What's this about? Marge? Hey, Erica. Me again. What's up? Oh, hi, Marge. Nothing much. I'm texting you because I got some good news. Yeah? What is it? I'm getting married. No kidding. Wow. Congratulations. Thanks so much. But are you sure you want to be congratulating me? Huh? What do you mean? A friend's getting married. Why wouldn't I congratulate you? Even if the guy I'm getting married to is Brandon? Huh? Brandon? Are we talking about the same Brandon? Yep, the very same. That Brandon you know so very well. Are you serious? Is this some kind of joke? Of course I'm serious. That's why I'm contacting you. I figured you should know. I mean, to find out later would be a super shock, right? LOL. Come on, Erica. I thought you would be more in a panic mode. I think I'm pretty much there. Oh, I get it. You're the type that has trouble showing emotions when text messaging online. Is that it? You should use more emojis, LOL. Are you serious about Brandon? I mean, are you really okay with him? Of course! And why do you have to say it like that? It's just that, yeah. I know you want to stop me from marrying Brandon, but it's too late now because we're ready to make the big leap. And what's more, Brandon's child is in me right now, growing by the day. Huh? You're kidding, right? Nope. And now you know. And sorry, there's no place for you. Yeah, right. Well, if you're okay with it, Marge. So you finally see the picture. Now that it's settled, I would appreciate it if you would get those divorce proceedings moving. Divorce proceedings? Hold it a sec. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Oh, sorry about that. I mentioned the big D a little too soon, did I? Took you a little off guard, huh? Like I said, I don't... Come on, get over it already. And I'm not too keen on seeing any of your messages, so I'm going to block you. Really sorry about that. Marge, wait a sec. Hey, Erica! Pick up. When are you going to move out of that house? I'm tired of waiting. That you, Marge? I thought you blocked me. I didn't want to contact you, but I had no choice. You won't move out, so I had to do something, right? So what the hell is going on? Huh? I'm sure you know by now, but Brandon is my husband. The baby is coming soon, and I want to live in a big, comfortable house. It's all your fault, you know. You won't budge from that house, so Brandon had to move out. And now he's moved into my tiny apartment. I know you don't want to move out of that big, huge house. I don't blame you. But you're being irresponsible. Would you hurry up and pack your things and get the hell out? I really don't know what to say. Out! Just get the hell out of our house. It seems you really don't want to live together. Live together? What are you talking about? Have you gone a little kooky? The person who has a right to live there is the rightful owner of the house, and that person's spouse. You're not welcome in that house. You have no right to live there. Can't you get that through your thick head? You're already pushing 30. Have a little common sense and courtesy. I can't believe you, Erica. You never change. Okay, I get what you're saying. I guess I have no other choice if you're going to push it this far. Okay, no problem. I'll move out. You got that right. Why didn't you just say so from the get-go? Wasting all this precious time for what? I have to find an apartment and get my things packed up, so I'm going to need a little time. Can you wait until the end of the month? Huh? That's another 3 weeks! I'm really busy at work right now. I'm even working on the weekend. Once I get all that cleaned up, I'll move out. So, please? Well, I guess it's just another 3 weeks. I'll be living there for years to come, so yeah, okay. 3 weeks, and not a day longer. You got that? Hey, Mom, sorry. I know you're probably out shopping. Oh, hey, Erica. Are you at the office right now? Yeah, I'm just starting my break. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Can't we just talk on the phone? No, I'd rather do it this way for various reasons. You're with Dad, aren't you? Yeah, we thought we'd have lunch at that Italian place downtown. We used to take you there when you were a kid, remember? Yeah, I used to love their lasagna. I didn't feel comfortable talking with Dad there, so I prefer doing it online, if you don't mind. What's this about? You know that Brandon got married to my old college friend, right? Yeah, right. They didn't give us any notice about that. We were all kind of taken aback. Yeah, well, apparently they want to live in our home. Really? They said that? They said I should move out. Are you serious? What are they thinking? They said I wasn't allowed to stay there anymore. I can't make sense of it. Oh, so that's why you don't want your father knowing. And I'm really not that close to Brandon. It's just that when I think about Marge, the girl Brandon married, I just wasn't sure how to talk to him. I know it sounds kind of strange, huh? Yes, you're right. I don't blame you for thinking that way. But this Marge, she's not being very nice, is she? Shall I talk to her? No, that's okay. You better not. I don't want a big war erupting between you two. Besides, The only reason I didn't move out is because I was worried that nobody would be there to look after the house when you guys are out, which is often. Well, I suppose you no longer have to worry about that. What do you plan to do from now on? Yeah, I was getting to that. I was going to tell you earlier. My boyfriend proposed to me. Oh my God, that's great news! Of course I accepted. That's wonderful. Congratulations, Erica. Thanks, Mom. I talked to him about moving out, or should I say, kicked out. Well, he offered to let me stay at his place for the time being. I plan to start living with him starting next month. I'm gonna tell Dad that I'm moving out of the house. But I thought you should know about Marge, the kind of person she is. All right, I get it. Well, anyways, it looks like I'm going to have to keep an eye on Marge going forward. Hey, Erica, pick up! Buzz, buzz. Come on, Erica! What's the matter? You must be busy getting all packed and ready to move in, right? Yeah, that's right. I'm at the house now. Why are Brandon's parents living here? Huh? I'm not sure what you're getting at. My folks have been living there for years. It's their house. Why wouldn't they be living there? Huh? What are you talking about? That's my mother's house. She inherited it from her mom. I also grew up there. And for your information, the house is in my mother's name. Huh? Why? Well, because she inherited the house from her mom, my grandma, obviously. Hold it a second. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, well, our family structure is a bit complicated. Let me try to explain it to you. My father was previously married and later met my mom, and they got married. He then ended up living there at my mom's house. Well, then years later, I came along. I lived there my whole life. Until recently, that is. So that means Brandon was your husband, and he started living with your folks in this house? Huh? Husband? Yeah. Brandon was living at this house with you, right? That means you got married and started living with your folks. Hold it a sec. Are you serious, Marge? All this time, did you think that Brandon was my husband? Yeah, isn't he? I mean, he divorced you and married me, right? Oh, please. Tell me you're joking. This is too much. I really don't know how you came to that conclusion. There was a sign outside the house that said we were husband or wife or something? LOL. We are definitely not married. LOL. Not married? Then who is Brandon? He's my brother from my dad's previous marriage. Like I said, my dad was married before he met my mom. Brandon was his kid from his previous marriage. He came here when he was like 15, and I was about 10 at the time. We grew up together in that house. Brandon was living with his mom for a while, but she sadly passed away some years later, and he came to live with us. No way. That can't be right. I never saw your parents here before. Oh, yeah, that. My dad's in the military. He was stationed overseas for a while and recently came back. My mom's working quite a bit, and whenever she has time off, she goes off on one of her trips. Actually, she was visiting my dad in Germany a few months ago. Maybe that's why you didn't see them around. Bad timing, probably. This is my first time hearing about all this. Brandon didn't tell you anything? He didn't say a damn word! He's your husband, for God's sake. You guys should talk more. This kind of stuff is important. I don't need you lecturing me. Wait, but... Oh! I get it. What did you get? This house, this huge house, is going to be Brandon's someday. That's a fact, right? If he can live in that huge house, there must be plenty of money stashed away, that's for sure. So someday he'll inherit it all. After all, he's the eldest son. Someday, all of it will be Brandon's. Just have to be patient for a little longer and it's all ours. What a relief. Long as I know that, I can put up living with your folks. No problem. Yeah, well, about that. What? As I said earlier, my mom inherited that house from my grandma, remember? Yeah, what about it? Well, my mom never officially adopted him as her child, so sorry to say, he's not included in the inheritance. Huh? Say again? My dad also said that I should be the sole inheritor of the estate. That means Brandon has zero right to any inheritance on my mother's side. Are you serious? And besides, my folks are still in their prime and working hard. They have no intention of retiring anytime soon. And to be honest, I think you're being way too disrespectful to my folks talking about inheriting the house. Is that all you're interested in? What about Brandon? Yeah, well, I was just... And another thing, Brandon is heavily in debt to my mom. Debt? What debt? Yeah, a few years back, he cheated on his wife and... Cheated on his wife? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, had an affair. Or should I say, a couple of affairs. Apparently, he was seeing 2 women. 2 women? They found out he was married, and they took him to court and demanded compensation from him. Ended up paying a total of $50,000 to those 2 women. My mom loaned him the money, and he's still trying to pay it off. 50,000? What the hell? That's why I asked if you were okay marrying the guy. Remember I asked? You just brushed it off, as I recall. Huh? I thought you were just trying to get back at me for stealing your husband from you. I thought you were being kind of weird. I mean, talking about divorce and all that. I didn't know what the hell you were talking about. I couldn't imagine for the life of me that you thought Brandon was my husband. For crying out loud. It really blew my mind. I was rendered speechless, TBH, I gotta say. I'm getting a divorce. Huh? What was that? Divorced. I'm not going to live with his folks. What's the use? With no inheritance, with a huge debt. I have nothing to look forward to. This is a con. Yeah, that's it. I've been conned into this. Calm down, would you, Marge? My dad verified it with Brandon before you guys got married. He told my dad that he explained the entire situation about the inheritance, the debt, before he married you. Huh? Yeah. And my mom even showed me the line conversation that they had. He said he told you the whole story and asked you to marry him under those conditions. And you said yes. Apparently, you said, I would do anything to marry the love of my life, or something to that effect. He said that's why he married you, because of the love you profess to him. You're making that up. I never said that. My mom said she took a screenshot of that part of the conversation. If you don't believe me, you can ask her. You probably still have the line conversation on your phone. You should look through and find it. Yeah, here it is. I checked my line history. Darn it, here it is. This doesn't make me look very good. What am I going to do? TBH, I don't have anything to do with all this, so talk to your husband about the rest. I'm busy. See ya. Hold on, please. Apparently, Brandon told Marge about his past, about all his past affairs and the debt he owed. I heard she was planning on divorcing him after the baby was born. Right about this time, my mom had a DNA test on Brandon to check whether he was really the father's son. It turned out that he was not related at all to my dad, and that his real mother was cheating on him. Turns out Brandon is not related at all. My dad was devastated. What's more, all this DNA stuff really had an impact on our family that Brandon decided on a DNA test for Marge. And guess what? It turns out the kid was not related to Brandon at all. Apparently, Marge had been cheating on him. As a result, Brandon demanded a divorce and even requested compensation. Marge was forced to put her newborn into foster care because her parents wanted nothing to do with her, and she wasn't able to bring the kid up on her own. Last I heard, she was working hard to pay off her debts.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.